This is Dabu7. I want to share with you guys a lot of interesting information as quickly and the best I can here on these 4 blood moon tetrads that are about to take place. Amazing information. You might be asking, what are the 4 blood moon tetrads? Well, this is a rare event that has happened only 3 times in the past 500 years. With that said, I'm going to go through a few different slides here and photos and show you exactly what they are. This is a rare event, and the blood moon is the full lunar eclipse. And when this happens in the set of 4, it is called a tetrad. This, in the past 500 years, has happened in 1493 to 94. This was the fall of Spain. The Jews were expelled, and Columbus discovered America, and everybody got to go to the new land, the free land. In 4950, it happened again, and this happened right after Israel became its own nation. Okay? In 67-68, the 6-Day War occurred, and Jerusalem became part of the state. Since then, nothing's happened. Now, April 15th, 2014, it begins again. On that date, it is the Jewish Passover. And the next one after that, October 8th, 2014, the Feast of Tabernacles. Then you have a series of solar eclipses that happened in this event. One of them being a perfect solar eclipse that happens dead center March 20th, and it just so happens to be the Jewish New Year. What are the odds of that? Looking at the association there with the moon. Now, Luke 21, you will see the signs in the moon, the stars, and the sun. And when you see them, lift your head, your redemption draws nigh. In Joel, the day of the Lord will come when the sun refuses to shine. Now, when they say no one knows the time of when this is going to happen, but they say look for the signs in the stars and the moon, well, this is what we are doing. We are looking for the signs. What would you look for if you were going to look for signs? What occurs with the moon? Well, eclipses. They're rare and they hold a lot of meaning. So these blood moons and these eclipses are significant. So we go looking for patterns. And what do we find? We find these blood moon tetrads taking place. And when you look at the time scale, this gets even more interesting. Because then everything breaks down into perspective. You want to think about possible 7-year tribulation ranges, when it began, when it could possibly begin. Well, I'm looking at the stars, the sun, the moon, and looking for signs. Well, right out the gate, I'm looking right now at this tetrad staring me right in the face that is about to begin April 15th, all the way through 2015. Roughly a year from now, it will be midway through this tetrad. Okay? That will be a significant time in my opinion. March 20th, in the middle of this tetrad, will land the perfect eclipse here on the Jewish New Year. Now, what I want to point out here is if you go perfectly from the middle of this tetrad, which is about to begin, and you go out a time, and half a times, 42 months, you will land at July 27th, 2018, and it just so happens, and what are the odds, that it is a blood moon, and not only any old blood moon, it is the central blood moon of a triad. These look like significant markers to me. The Jewish faith knows it because they've marked their holidays on them. And right here sits a time, and half a time frame perfectly into 2018, and this rides out and all the way out into 2022. So when looking at the moon, the sun, and the stars, And what we've seen, the four comets, Linear, Lovejoy, Inky, Ison, coming into as harbingers right before this whole thing's kicked off. And now we have this Tetrad, the fourth in the past 500 years. Very rare, and it is landing on all of these Jewish holidays. Do you think they know something? You can bet on it. And exactly 42 months from the dead center of this Tetrad lies the central blood moon. The odds of all of this are 1 in a billion, folks, I'm telling you. The fact that there's 4 blood moons, period, that happens very rarely, only a couple times in hundreds of years, that it lands exactly on these Jewish holidays, and then throw the eclipses in that happen dead center, the perfect one, that happens to be right on the Jewish New Year. It gets to be a bit much, but it is true. And this is the information that I wanted to share with you guys today. So you can bet a lot more people than us right here now know this. And obviously whole religions and faiths and holidays are based upon this, whether people realize it or not. I see it as a significant marker. I wanted to point it out. I'll leave links to everything so you guys can check it out. But I think that this is a sign. I don't see what other kind of sign you're going to get over comets coming into the inner solar system, blood moons, and eclipses all lining up. This is it. Eyes to the skies, guys. Stay sharp. This is Dabu 7. Peace.